Hello friends, welcome to Programming Knowledge. With this video, we are starting with new programming series which is based upon PostgreSQL. So before going further, let us first discuss about what is database. First of all, what is data? In simple words, data can be fact related to any object in consideration. If we consider a human object, then name, age, height, weight, etc., anything that can define a person is a data. A data has many formats. It can be text, number, picture, image, file, PDF, etc. That all be considered as data. Now, what is database? Databases support storage and manipulation of data. If we have data, we need something to manipulate that data. That's why database come into picture. If you consider an online telephone directory, definitely it is a database because it store people information like numbers, contact details, and we use this telephone directory to find the data. If we consider a social network like Facebook, it contains data about people, their friends, their activities, messages, advertisements, and a lot more, which is also a database. Now, to manage all of this database, we need a system that is called database management system. And that's why PostgreSQL come into picture. PostgreSQL is a powerful and open source object relational database that uses and extends the SQL language combined with many features that safely store and scale the most complicated data workloads. It supports asset properties. Some of you may not aware of what is asset properties, so let me tell that first. In asset property, A stands for atomicity. It means that either all the instruction follows or neither should be. It must be atomic. C stands for consistency. After performing SQL queries, your database must be consistent. I stands for integrity. Integrity means all the transactions should perform independently. They do not depend on each other. And lastly, D stands for durability, which means reliability. Your database must be durable so you can get the right data. Now, PostgreSQL runs on all the major operating systems, whether it is Windows, Mac, or Linux. And it is no surprise that PostgreSQL has become the open source relational database of choice for many people and organizations. It provides so many of features that nowadays most of the organization uses the PostgreSQL. It comes with many features like administrator to protect data integrity and build fault tolerant environment, and helps you to manage your data no matter how big or small the data set. Whether your database is small or big, you can use PostgreSQL. We can also extend our database. For example, we can define our own data types, our own custom function, and we can even write code from different programming languages without recompiling your database. That means a single database can be used with multiple programming languages. Now, this is the main features of the PostgreSQL. First of all, data types. It supports most of the data types, whether it is integer, float, or string, or character, or varchar, or every type of database. Data integrity. As I told you in data integrity in asset property, all the transactions should be performed independently. It is a reliable and disaster recovery. It also provides support for recovery. Security, it is secure, and extensibility means we can write our own custom function, our own data types. In this video, we will learn how to install PostgreSQL in your Mac operating system. So the first step is open your browser. Just type PostgreSQL. Here, the first search result it shows postgresql.org. Just click on that. Now go to download options. Here you can see Mac operating system. Just click on that. Now there are several ways to download PostgreSQL. This is download the installer. This is postgres.app. We are going to use this. Just click on this. Go to downloads, and here you can download. So once you download it, just open that. I am going to quit because I have already downloaded it. Just open that DMG file. Now you just need to drag this Postgres and drop into application folder. Okay. You can see in your applications, this is Postgres. Just click on that. You can see here empty data dictionary. We can start our server by initializing it. You can see several users in this Vijay Makwana, Postgres, and this is template 1. Now the final step is just go to the introduction. We have initialized the server. Now we need to configure our path. So just copy this entire command, open your terminal, and just paste it over here. Press enter, and this will ask for your Mac password. So enter your Mac password. Now you just need to restart the terminal. Minimize it. Okay. Now write PSQL -u for user and this username which is Postgres. Just write Postgres, and you can see our server has been started. To see the list of databases, you can write \list. Okay. Now to create database, we can use create database and the name of the database and semicolon. Enter. You can see our database is created as list. And you can see our database test is created. This is how you can install PostgreSQL in your Mac operating system. In this video, we will see how to install PostgreSQL on Windows operating system. So just open your browser. Okay, so type PostgreSQL here. Here the first postgresql.org. Just click on that. Here you can see the download option. Just click. Here you can get various packages for various operating systems like Linux, Mac OS, Solaris, Windows. Just choose Windows here. Click on the download the installer. And this is the various versions you can get. The 12th version is available only for Mac OS and Windows 64-bit. Linux is not available yet. If you want to install for Linux, then you have to download 10.10. So choose whatever you want to choose that suits your operating system. I'll download Windows 64 version. Okay, so you can save. I already got the file, so I just cancel it. So once the download is finished, just click on the file. Next, this is the path where PostgreSQL version 12 will be installed. Okay, so this setup will install PostgreSQL Server, pgAdmin 4, which is the GUI based application to run your SQL queries, stack filters for extra drivers and command line tools. Click on next. 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 This will take some time. Okay, our installation has done, and this is the stack builder. Stack builder is used to install various drives for like Python or C++. So let me just finish. Here is the setup for stack builder. If you have a remote server, then you can choose remote server, but I choose local. Next. Okay, so this is the drivers you can get: database drivers, database server, web development, and tools and utilities. But as of now, I don't want either of them, so I just click on the cancel. Okay, so PostgreSQL has been installed on our Windows operating system. You can get it here from the start menu. PostgreSQL version 12. You can see stack builder, pgAdmin 4, documentation, shell. Just click on pgAdmin 4. Okay, so click on the servers. This is PostgreSQL 12. The Postgres is the database. You can find schema in public. You have tables. The tables which you will create is shown here. Uh, this is the query tool, and here you will write your SQL queries. So this is how you can install PostgreSQL and pgAdmin 4 on your Windows-based operating system. In this video, we will see how to create a database in PostgreSQL. So first of all, just open your terminal. It doesn't matter whether you are using Mac operating system, Windows or Ubuntu. Just open your terminal or command prompt. So write PSQL. Now, whenever you press enter after writing PSQL, you are into PostgreSQL command prompt. Now, in order to see which are the databases that are present in your system, you just need to write backslash and then L. Press enter. Here you can see the name of the databases: Postgres, template 1, template 0, Bridget Makwana. Okay. Press Q for exit. Now we will create a new database. So in order to create a database, you need to write a simple command. Write create, then database, then provide name of the database. Let's write test, semicolon, press enter. Okay, so our database is created. Let me show you. Backslash L. Here you can see our database is created, and it is created by me, so the owner is Vision of one. Okay, press Q again. Now in order to drop, means delete a database, there is a command which is drop. Just write drop, then name of the database, then name of the database. Now let's see. Here you can see our database test is deleted. Okay, press Q again. Now in order to connect to a database, there's a command backslash C. C stands for connect. Then name of the database that you want to connect, Postgres, let's say. So here you can see you are now connected to database Postgres as user and the username. So this is how you can create a database, drop a database, and connect to a database in command prompt. But we have a better GUI option. Let me just close it. Now there are several GUIs environment available for PostgreSQL in the market. So, which I suggest you to use is this one, pgAdmin. This is the version. You can download it for any operating system you are using, whether it is Windows, Ubuntu or Mac. Just Google pgAdmin and download the version that suits to your computer. Open it. So this is how it looks. It opens in the browser. So this is the servers. Just click on them. I have already created one server which I named learn. But if you want to create a new server, just right click on it, create, and then server. Here you can provide the name of your server, and in connection field you can give the address to the server or host name. If you do not want to connect to a specific server, just write localhost. Okay, so this is our server and this is the databases. So here you can see this is the icon for query tool. Just click on that. This area you can see here you can write your all SQL queries. So let us create one database. Create database, the name of the database, test. Now here you can see the icon, it says execute. So yes, spelling mistake, sorry for that. Create database test. Now just right click on and refresh. Here you can see our database is created. Now in order to drop the database, it is pretty much the same as we have done in the command prompt. Drop database and name of the database. F5 is the shortcut key for execute. Again I refresh and you can see. So this is how you can create and drop the database basically. In our previous video we saw that how to create and drop a database, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to create a table. So first of all you need to open your terminal or command prompt. Just write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. Write \l. Here you can see we have a test database and we are going to use that one. So for connect to the test database, write \c, then name of the database, semicolon, enter. Now we are connected to the database test. Now we need to create a table which present in this test database. So the command is create table, the name of the table. Let's say employee. Now brackets, small brackets. In small brackets, we provide the name of the column and their respective data types. Now there are various data types available in PostgreSQL that you can use. Like if you want to use numbers, then you can use integer, big int, small int, float, real. If you want to store character, then you can use char, varchar, and you can also use text for long text. So if you want to know about if you want to know more about data types, then you can go to the documentation of PostgreSQL. So let us say first column is name and I want data type varchar of length 10. 10 is the length of the name column. Then I use ID and ID int. Okay. Now the most important thing in the table is primary key. I define ID as my primary key for the employee table. Now what is the primary key? Well, we will discuss more about primary key in our later videos, but for now, for the sake of convenience, you just need to know that every table must have a primary key, a column defined as a primary key, so that that column can uniquely identify a table. So ID are unique for all the employees. So I choose ID as my primary key. So write column and primary key, then ID. name of the column that you want to set as primary key. Brackets close. Okay, our table is created. So how we can see this table? So write backslash and D. Here you can see employee table is created. Here you can also see this is called schema, which is public. We will discuss more about schema in our later videos, so stay tuned for that. Now, if we want to know the structure of our table, then simply write backslash D, then name of the table. Here you can see our employee table has two columns, name and ID, and this is the respective data types, integer and varchar. So close this. Now we can start with pgAdmin. Okay. Now just refresh it. In test, in schema, in public schema, tables. This is the table employee. So let us create one more table in this test database. So another query tool, create table. Now name of the table, let's say student. A student has roll number, and the data type of this roll number will be int. And a student also has name. Name can be varchar of type. Now roll number will be a primary key. Execute, just refresh here, and you can see in tables we have student table. Okay, here you can expand this and columns, roll number and name. Now if you want to delete this table, then write drop table, then name of the table. Just refresh it, and you can see student table has been deleted. So this is how you can create a table and drop a table. And in this video I will show you how to insert values in those tables. So first of all, open your terminal. Write PSQL. The cell. Here you can see we have a test database. We are going to use that, and to connect this database, write /c in the name of the database test. Now we are connected to the test database. Let us create a student table. Create table, then name of the table, student, brackets. Now specifying the columns, roll number, and the length is 10. Now the primary key, and so all the students has unique roll number. We will set roll number as our primary key. Okay, our table is created. Let us see the table /d, and you can see. Okay, so to insert data into this table, into the name of the table, then column names in which you want to insert the values, roll number, then values. Here you can provide values. So roll number, let's say 101, name Jane, and this is how you can insert values in the table. Okay, so let's quit the terminal. Password. Okay, so here we have test database. Let us try to insert some values in these tables. Okay. Okay. Here is one thing. If we wanted to insert all the columns, it means that for every column you have a value which you want to insert. So in this case, you don't need to write the column names. You can directly start with the values. Values 102, let's say. Name is Lily. Okay, one row is inserted. This is how you can insert as many as value you want. We can also insert multiple values. In order to do that, just put comma here and then write another value. Like 104, and let's say money. Let us change this value 105. Robot, and you can see two values has been inserted. So this is how you can insert the multiple values in the table. And remember one thing, whenever you specify the column names here, like in this case roll number and name, then you have to insert the values in respective order. It means if you write roll number first, then roll number comes first, and you write name second, then name comes second. Okay, so order is very important. Welcome to programming knowledge. In our previous video, we saw that how to insert values in the table, and in this video we will see how to fetch data from the table. So first of all, open the terminal or command prompt. Okay, write PSQL. Okay, so let us first see which are the databases present in our system. For that, use \l. Here you can see we have test database, so we are going to use that. /c for connect and name of the database. Now we are connected to test database. Let us see which are the tables present in this database. For that, use \t, and you can see we have student table here. Let's see which are the columns, and you can see we have roll number and name. Roll number is integer and name is varchar. So let us try to insert some data. Row has been inserted. Now to fetch data from the table, the command is select, then name of the column you want to fetch. Let's say roll number and name. From which table? Student table. Here you can see this is the data present in our table. If you want to select all the columns present in your table, then you don't require to write all the column names. You can simply write select start from table student. Here the result will be the same. Okay, let's just quit that. Open pgAdmin. Okay, so in this database, in public tables, we have student table. It is the same as command prompt select star from student, and this is the data. If you want name first and after that you want roll number, then you can also write name and then roll number. Okay, so in this case roll number will be displayed as the second column. So this is how you can fetch data from the table. In this video we will see how to fetch distinct value from the table. So let us first open terminal. Write PSQL. Okay, so let us first see which are the databases present in our system. Here you can see we have test database. So let me connect to it. /c, and this is the table student. So let us try to insert some more value in that table. Insert into student values, let's say 110. Robert, and again Robert. It is possible that two students have the same name. Okay, Three values has been inserted. So let us see the data. Select star from student, and you can see. So one thing you can notice from here is Bridget come twice and Robert comes thrice. So there are multiple entities in these tables, and when you use normal select star from student, you get redundant value. Okay, so if you do not want the redundant value and you want only unique value, which is distinct value from the table, then you can use distinct keyword. You can use distinct, then the name of the column, name, select distinct name from student. Here you can see you can only get the values which are unique and only one time. Natasha, Lily, Rock, Himani, Robert, Bridgen. Bridgen in previous result, Bridgen comes twice, but in this result, Bridgen comes only one time and Robert only one. So this is how you can select distinct value. So let's quit the terminal and open our pgAdmin. Here also we have student table. Okay, select star from student, and you can see multiple entities. And as we done in the terminal, you can only need to write distinct keyword, distinct name, and you can get the distinct values. So this is how you can use distinct keyword to get unique values from the table. In this video, we will see how to use where clause with select statement. So in our previous video, we saw that how to use select statement to fetch data from the table. And in this video, we use where clause with it. So first of all, open your terminal or command prompt at PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. So here we have test database. For connect to the database, let's see test, and we have student table. So we write select, let's say we only want roll number. So here you can see we get 10 rows because the table has only 10 rows. And you can notice one thing, we can filterization the columns in this statement, whether we use roll number or if we use name instead of roll number. When after that we get only 10 rows, and in the previous result we get 10 rows. So in previous result we get roll number because we filter the column with roll number, and in the second statement we filter the statement with name column. So what if we want to filter the rows also? We do not want all the rows. I want the student whose roll number is 105, let's say. So in this condition we can use where. So write select, let's say star from student where. Now here we can specify our condition. So we want to filter on the roll number. So where roll number is equal to, let's say 105. Here you can see we get only one row because there is only one student who has roll number 105. So this is how you can filter the rows with the help of where clause. So let me just quit, open pgAdmin. Okay, so here we can also use the same statement, select star from children where roll number is equal to, let's say, 110. Here you can see 110 and name is PJ. We can also filter the row with name, where name is equal to, let's say, Robert. We get three values, sorry, because Robert comes three times and these are the roll numbers. You can also filter the column as I teach you earlier. Let's say select roll number from student where name is equal to Robert. So this is how you can filter the rows as well as columns. In this video we will see how to use AND operator to join multiple conditions in our SQL statement. So first of all, open your terminal, write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. So we use test database. For that, write /c and the name of the database. And the table that we are going to use is student table. So let me show you what student table is actually. Mm, Here you can see it has two columns, roll number and name. So let me write a simple select query. Okay, so it has 10 rows, and if I want to filter it with the rows, then we can run where, let's say, roll number is greater than 105. That's it. So here you can notice one thing, that after where clause I provide the condition roll number greater than 105. This is the condition. There is only one condition, but in real life, in real scenarios, there may have multiple conditions. So if you want to join the condition which are more than two, then you can use AND operator. We can use like and specify the another condition. Let's say roll number greater than 05 but less than 1 million. Here you can see the roll number is between 105 and 111. So this whole condition will be true if both the condition will be true. If even one of them is not true, then the whole condition becomes false. Let's say roll number greater than 105, and let's say name is equal to 105 as Robert name. Okay, so we specify Robert here. Okay, so both have roll number greater than 105 and the name is Robert. Now if I write roll number is equal to, let's say, 145 and name is equal to Robert, then this condition is true but this condition is false. So the whole condition becomes false, so we will get nothing. Here you can see. So let me just close the terminal and open pgAdmin, test database and the query tool. So this is simple. select star from student, where let's say name is equal to Vijay and roll number greater than 1. So you can see both the conditions satisfy. That's why the whole condition becomes true and we get the result. If one of them will be false, let's say, then we get nothing. So this is how you can join multiple conditions using AND operator. In this video, we will see how we can use OR operator to join multiple conditions in SQL queries. So first of all, open your terminal, write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. So we have this test database, so we are going to use that one only. /c for connecting, and we have student table. In our previous video, we saw that how we can use AND operator to join multiple queries. So this time we are going to use OR operator. There is only one simple difference between AND and OR operator. In OR operator, if you want that whole statement will become true, that it is not necessary that every condition that you write in the SQL query have to become true. If any one of them become true, then whole condition become true. Let me show you. Select start from student, where roll number is greater than, let's say, 220, and I'm using AND here, and name is equal to Vijay. And we get nothing because Bridgen name is present, but roll number greater than 220 is not present in our table. So in order to satisfy this whole condition, both individual conditions must be true because we write AND operator. Let us see if we change this with OR, then what will happen. Here you can see we get 2 rows, because in order to satisfy this whole condition, if any of them is true, then this whole condition becomes true. So this is the difference between AND and OR operator. So let me just create it and open pgAdmin in test and query tool. Okay, so let me write a simple query. We select roll number here. Sorry, roll number from, where let's say name is equal to Vision, or name is equal to Robert. Here we can see Vision come twice in the table and Robert come thrice, so there are total 5 rows that we will get. I can write star here and you can see. So this is how you can use OR operator to join multiple conditions in your SQL queries. In this video, we will see how you can use order by clause in your SQL queries. So first of all, open your terminal. Write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. So we are going to use the test database. /c for connect and test database. and this is the table. We have student table, and it has roll number and name. So let us see the data. So this is the data 10 rows present in our table. Now what is the use of order by clause? From the name suggests itself, order by clause is used to order your result in ascending or descending order. So how to write it? Select star from, then order by, then the name of the column by which you want to order the result. Let's say name. I want the result to be ordered by name, and you can see region come first, then Himani, Lily. It is in alphabetical order. So by default, when you didn't provide any ascending or descending keyword, it will order the result by ascending order. If you want it to descending order, you can write DESC keyword, and you can see now it is in descending order in alphabetical. You can also order it by the roll number. Here you can see it is in ascending order. So let me just quit it and open pgAdmin. Okay, in databases, test and tables and the query tool. Okay, so let me first create a new table this time. Create table, let's say employee. It has employee ID and the data type will be in name of the employee, varchar of 10, and emp ID will be our primary key. Okay, spelling mistake. So our table is created. Now insert some data. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 values has been inserted. Right select. So we have these 3 records. So I want to order it by the employee ID. Then I write order by, and you can see it is in ascending order. If I provide keyword DSC, then it will be in descending. We can also order it by the employee name, and you can see ename by, let's say, DSC. So this is how you can use order by clause in your SQL queries. In this video we will see how we can use limit clause in our SQL queries. So first of all, open your terminal, write PSQL. So let us see which are the databases present in our system. So we have this many of databases and we are going to use this one, test. So for connecting to test database, write \c. Okay, so now we are connected to test database, and we have two tables, employee table and student table. So what is the use of limit clause actually? Let me first show you. Select star from. So it has 10 rows and it is displaying that 10 rows. So one thing that you can notice from here, whenever we are using this type of select statement, the result will contain all the rows that are present in our table. It's showing all the rows. But what if we don't want all the data? I want only first 5 rows or only 7 rows or only 3 rows. So how to set a limit for that? So in order to set a limit, we are going to use that limit keyword. Right, select star from student and set a limit. Now how many rows do I want? Let's say I want only 3 rows, then I write 3 and it will show me only 3 rows. If I want 9 rows, I don't want the last row, then it will show me 9 rows. It will not show me this one, last one. Okay, so let me just quit it and open pgAdmin. Okay, so let's say employee. We have 3 rows only here and I want only 1 row. Here it is. And one more thing, you can also use expression here. Like employee table doesn't have many data, so let me use student table. Limit to, let's say, 2 into 3 minus 1. That will be 5, and you can see. What if it goes to minus and still? I think the plus and negative marking does not affect in this. Okay, so let me write 4 plus 3. And you can see we get 7 rows. So this is how you can use limit clause in SQL queries. In this video we will see how to update the table, means how to modify the data which are already present in the table. So first of all, open your terminal, write PSQL. Okay, so let us see which are the databases present in our system. \l, and we are going to use test database. For that, /c for connecting and name of the database. So we have two tables, employee and student. Let us see the data of this one table. Okay, so we have 10 rows. So what if the scenario where I want to change the name of the student whose roll number is 103. Currently the name is Rock and I want to change it to Diana, let's say. So for updating table, the query is update the name of the table whose data you want to modify. In this case it is student. Now the new value you want to insert. Set for which column, name of the column is name, is equal to Diana. Now where this Diana will appear, it will appear here whose roll number is 103. So simply write where roll number is equal to 103. Update 1, let us see the data, and here you can see 103. Let us set it order by roll number. Okay, here you can see 103. It has been changed to Diana from Rock. So this is how you can update table. You can also use multiple condition in like update, sorry, update student set name is equal to, let's say, Brian, where roll number is equal to 101. Let's say it means this will change. We write or, and this will update two rows. First of all these rows, and the second one is this. So you can see Brian here and Brian here. So this is how you can use update. So let me just close this, open pgAdmin, test database, query tool. Okay, this time we are going to use employee table. So let's start from, okay, we have only 3 rows. So I want to change the employee ID of the employee whose name is Bruce. Okay, so update employee set empid is equal to, let's say, 124, where name is equal to Bruce. Sorry, ename. It updated the table. Let us see. Okay, it is updated. So this is how you can modify the data present in your table using update method. In this video we will see how we can delete data from the table in PostgreSQL. Once you have inserted the data into your table, there will be time when you need to delete those data from this table. The reason can be you don't need that data anymore, or you wanted to make some space on your server, etc., etc. So before going into execution, let us first see what is the syntax for that. So uh, let me just show you the syntax. So the syntax is delete, because we want to delete data from the table. Then we have to specify the name of the table from which we want to delete the data. Delete from, then you can provide table name, then where keyword. After that you can provide your condition. Column name is equal to value. So this is the syntax for deleting rows from the table. The delete keyword, then specify the name of the table, and after that you can give the condition. So all the rows which matches with this condition will be deleted. Let us see an example. Open your terminal, write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that, write \l. As you can see, we have various databases here, and among them we are going to use this test database.
So for connecting to the test database, please write \c for connect and the name of the database. Now we are connected to test database. Now let us see which are the tables present in test database. For that, write \d. As you can see, we have employee table and student table. So let us see the structure of the student table. So \t and the name of the table. So the student table have two columns, roll number and name. And roll number is the primary key for this student table. Let us see the data present in student table. Name of the table. We have 10 rows and this is the roll number and the name. So let us assume that I want to delete the row where student have the name Bridget. Okay, I want to delete these rows from the table. So then provide the name of the table from which you want to delete the data. So in this case, the name will be student, then condition where name is equal to Bridget. Again, delete the name of the table and then the condition which delete this row. Press enter. Delete one. This number indicate how many rows was deleted. One row has been deleted. So we can see select star from student. You can see this row is no longer part of the student table. So this is how you can delete data from your table. Now we can also delete multiple rows from the table. If the condition we specify matches with multiple rows, then multiple rows will be deleted. This time we are going to use employee table. So let us first see the data from the employee. So it has only 3 rows, Bridget, Nate and Bruce, and 2 columns, employee ID and employee name. Now I want to delete the employee whose employee ID is 124 and employee name is equal to Bridget. Okay, so delete from, then we are specifying the name of the table where condition ID is equal to 124, or if you notice this, I am using or here because if I use AND operator, then there is no row that satisfies the condition because 1 to 4 has the employee name Bruce and employee name Bridget has the employee ID 123. So I specify OR operator here and ename is equal to Bridget. Then 2 rows will be deleted. Here you can see. So let us first see the data and you can see. So just close the terminal and open pgAdmin. Here database is, we have test database and in public demos. Okay, let us first see the data from the employee. it has only one row. So what I'm trying to say is, if you do not specify any condition while deleting rows like this, delete from, that's it. You do not specify any condition here, then all the rows will be deleted. It means all the data which you have stored in your table will be deleted. So be careful while you are writing this query. I am showing you, since our table has only one row is deleted. You can see select star from employee. Our table is empty now. So this is how you can delete single rows, multiple rows with delete statement. In this video, we will see how we can delete or drop a table in PostgreSQL. In our previous video, we saw that how to delete data present in table. And in this video, we will see how we can delete entire table. So before going into execution, let us first understand the syntax. Okay. To delete or drop the table, the syntax is drop, then table, the name of the table which you want to delete, and that's it. It's pretty much easy. So again, first of all, you specify drop keyword because you want to drop a table. Then you want to drop a table, that's why you are writing table here, and the name of the table, of course. So let us open the terminal. Write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that, write \l. Here we have test database, so we are going to use that one. For using that test database, I write \c for connecting and test. Now we are connected to test database. Now let us see which are the tables present in our test database. For that, write \d. We have two tables. First one is employee and second one is student. Now I'm going to create a new table because I don't want to delete these tables. So let me just create another table. For that, write create table. Then name of the table we will write, let us see this time, let us say animal. Okay, and specify the column name. So the first column will be name, data type will be varchar, name of the animal, and let us see color of the animal. Okay, and I specify varchar. Let us see it, and the pet ID, which will be int, and pet ID will be our primary key. So our table is created. Let us see this table, and this is the table. Let us see the structure. Okay, so name, color, and pet ID. Pet ID is primary key. Now I want to delete this table. I've created a new table which is animal, and now I want to delete, means drop the table. So as we learn, write drop table, the name of the table. That's it. And it will drop the table. Let us see. As you can see, animal is not listed here. It means it is deleted. You can also delete multiple tables at once. So for that, let me just create two temporary table. Okay. Create table. Then name of the table, let's say D1, because later I'm going to delete it. Okay. I write ID and int and make it a primary key. Okay. Again, let me create table with the name of D2 and rest will be the same. Let us see. Okay, so we have two tables D1 and D2, and now I want to delete two tables at once. So write drop table, then name of the table D1 comma and D2, and our table is deleted. As you can see, we deleted multiple tables in one statement. So open your pgAdmin. Okay, in test and query tool. Okay, so let us first create new tables. Name of the table will be the same D1. Okay, our table is created. Now to see, just right click and refresh, and you can see D1 columns, we have ID column. Okay, so to drop a table, the syntax will be the same: drop table, the name of the table, which is D1 in this case, and table is deleted. So just right click and refresh, and you can see D1 is no longer part of the tables. Just be careful while using this query, because once you delete the table, you cannot restore the data which was present in those tables. So be careful while performing this type of query. In this video, we will see how we can delete all the data from the table. In our previous video, we saw that how we can drop the table, and in this video, we will see if you want to truncate your table, then how you can do it. So let us first understand the syntax. So okay, so the syntax is pretty obvious: truncate, because you want to truncate your table. Then table and name of the table that you want to truncate, and that's it. It is syntax. Now lots of people asking that if they can use delete query to truncate the table, and my answer is yes, you can use the delete statement, but the work that both the command is doing is pretty much the same, but the approach they are taking is different. If I talk about delete query, then delete statement first scan the entire table and then delete each row one by one. If we talk about truncate, then it will delete the entire table first. It means all the rows will be gone, and then recreate it. Recreate the table with the same schema. So if you are working with small table, it means that your table doesn't have that many of rows, and it doesn't affect that much if you are using truncate or delete statement. But if you are dealing with large amount of data, let's say your table contains millions of rows, then using delete statement will be more costlier than truncate statement. It puts lots of pressure on the server, and it requires a lot of time if I compare it to the truncate. So it's better to use truncate table in order to delete all the data present in the table. So this is the syntax, and let us first open the terminal. Okay, so write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that, use \L. Okay, so we have test database, so we are going to use that. For connecting it, write \C, name of the database. Now we are connected to test database. Now let us see which are the tables present in test database. So we have employee table and student table. Let us see the data present in student table. Select star from student, basic select statement, and it has no rows. Okay, it is empty. So let us first insert some values in this table. Insert into values. So it has ID and name. 101. We can insert multiple values. Okay. Okay. I forgot to specify the name of the table. Insert into student. Okay. So 4 rows has been inserted. Let us see that. Select star from student. Okay. So this is the data. Now I want to delete all the rows, all the data present in this table. So we are going to use that truncate command. Truncate and name of the table. Just fire this query. Truncate table is executed. Let us see if table is present or not. \t student table and data. As you can see, it is empty. So this is how you can use truncate command to truncate your table. So close your terminal, open pgAdmin, test and the query tool. Okay. Okay, so this time we are going to use employee table. So let us see which are the data present in employee table. Sorry for that. Okay, so it is also empty. So let us first insert some value. Insert into employee values. It has employee ID and name. Let us say 111. Okay, 3 row has been inserted. Now truncate. The command will be say truncate table, the name of the table that you want to truncate. This time employee. So our table is truncated. Let us see. Select star from employee. As you can see. So this is how you can truncate your table to delete all the data present in the table. In this video we will see how you can modify or alter your table once you have created. Friends, there may be some scenarios where once you have created your table, after some time you need to do some modification in that. So how you can perform those type of queries in PostgreSQL. Let us first understand the syntax. Okay. Okay, so there are various tasks that you can perform with single alter query. First of all, you can add a new column, then you can drop a column, and you can also modify the data type of the column. Okay, so first let us understand how to add a new column. The syntax is alter table, then name of the table, then add because you want to add something, then the name of the column name, and the data type. That's it. It is the syntax. First of all, you need to write alter because you want to modify some changes, then table, then you specify the name of the table, then add because you want to add something, and the column name that you want to add, and the data type of that column. So let's open pgAdmin. We have database, test database. Okay, so query tool. Now let us add some column in our existing table. Here you can see we have employee table and student table. In student table we have only two columns, roll number and name. So let us add a new column, last name, in student table. So alter because we want to alter the existing table, name of the table. Now we want to add something, and the name of the column, name. Now I want to store only the initial, only the first alphabet of the surname. So our data type will be char. Okay. So query returned successfully. Okay, so just you need to right click on the table and refresh, and we have L name here. You can see roll number, name, and so this is how you can add a new column to existing table. Also, let us try to add a new column in employee table as well. Okay, so in employee we have employee ID and employee name. So let us add a salary column. Okay, syntax will be the same: editor, table, then name of the table. This time we want to add something in employee, so employee, then add name of the column, and the data type will be int. Okay, again alter table, name of the table, in this case it will be employee. We want to add something, that's why we write add here. Name of the new column that we want to add, salary, and the data type will be int. Okay, so what query successfully returned, just right click, refresh, and you can see salary is added. Okay, so this is how you can add new columns through alter query. So now come to the drop. Now we can not only add a new column, we can also drop an existing column. The syntax is very similar: alter table, in table name, now this time we want to drop something, so write drop, then we specify the column that we want to drop, and that's it. Alter table, name of the table, drop because we want to drop or delete something, and the name of the column we want to delete. Okay, open pgAdmin. Now let us try to remove this salary from the employee. Okay, so alter table, now the name of the table, drop, and the column name, which will be salary. Again alter table because I want to modify or alter the table, then specify the name of the table, then drop and the salary. Okay, F5, query returned successfully, just right click on that and refresh, and you can see salary will be gone. Let us see one more example. Try to remove this L name. Okay, alter table, name of the table will be student this time, drop L name. Okay, just right click on, and you can see roll number and name only. Okay, so this is how we can drop a column. Now let us come to the last point, which is modify the data type of the column. Okay, so alter table, name of the table. Now we want to modify, alter again. Now which column we want to modify? Column name, type is the keyword, and the new data type. Let me type new data type here so that you will not confuse. New data type. Okay, alter table, name of the table, then again alter the name of the column you want to modify, type because you want to modify the data type and new data type. Open pgAdmin again. Let us, first of all, I do not want to mess up with my existing column, so let me insert a new column. Then later on we will change the data type. Okay, so student table, alter table, name of the table, then again alter, sorry, first we want to add. Now we will add lname and clear. Okay, just slightly refresh and you can see. Now we will change the data type. So replace add with alter, alter column name lname type, and now I change my mind. I want to store entire surname instead of initials. Okay, so write bracket. Let's say length of 10, and our query returned successfully. Just refresh and right click over here and go to properties in definition, and you can see character varying length of 10. It's changed. Again, let us see one more example. This time employee. Okay, we have employee ID and ename. Let us try to insert a new column which will be middle name. Okay, alter table, name of the table will be employee, add name care. Okay, refresh. Let me show you the properties first of all, and it is character of length. Okay, now I want to alter. Now can do that time where can, let's say 7. Okay, query done successfully. We refresh here, name, go to properties, definition, and you can see data type is changed to varchar of 7 length. So this is how you can use alter query to perform various tasks in PostgreSQL. In this video we will see how we can select in between ranges with the help of between operator. Okay, so let us first open the terminal, write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that, write \l. So here we have this test database. So we are just going to use test database. So for connecting to test database, write \c for connecting test. Now we are connected to test database. Let us see which are the tables present in our system. \d. We have two tables under the test database. First one is employee, second one is student. Structure. And let us see which are the data present in our system. Okay, so table is empty. So let us first insert some values. Okay, that's it. We have inserted 5 rows. Let us see that. Okay, so here we have 5 rows. Now I want to find out the students whose roll number lies between 101 and 103. Okay, so how do we do it? We write select star from student condition where roll number greater than or equal to 101 and roll number less than or equal to 103, right? So we get these 3 rows. Now this condition, roll number greater than or equal to 101 and roll number less than equal to 103. Now here we need to specify roll number twice, and this makes this condition so long. So there is one keyword which you can use to short this condition. Right, select start from student where roll number, then write between is the keyword 103 and 101 and 103. As you can see, we do not need to specify roll number twice here, just use between and give the values, and result will be the same as the previous one, as you can see. So just close your terminal, open pgAdmin. Okay, so in test database here and query tool. Okay, so let us see this time. This time we will use employee table. Okay, so it's empty, so let us first insert some value. Insert into employee values 1, Mia 2, Brad 3, Krish 4, Lily. Okay, sorry, and okay, so we have inserted 4 rows. Let us see that. Okay, so this is our data. Now first of all, we use the condition where empid greater than equal to 1 and PID less than or equal to 3. Okay, so you can see the result. We have 1, 2, 3 empid and corresponding employee name. Okay, so we can write this with the help of between. Just remove that one, PID between 1 and 3, and you can see result will be the same as the previous one. So this is how you can use between keyword to search between ranges. And note down one thing, that you can only use numbers here, you cannot use characters. Okay, in this video we will see how we can use alias name for column. Basically it's a different name that we want to show to the output on the screen. The actual name will not change, it will change only the result in which column name is displayed. Okay, so first of all let us understand the syntax. Okay, so select, then the column name, then we write as, and here comes the new name, new column name from table. Okay, so select column name, the original column name, as the new column name that we want to display it on the output from the table name. And if you want to give alias name to multiple columns, that can also be done in PostgreSQL. You just need to write select column name 1 as new column name, then comma for separating, column name 2 as new column name, and you can specify multiple columns here, and at the end of it table name. Okay, so this is how you can specify multiple columns for alias. Okay, so open your terminal, write PSQL. Let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that, write \L. Here, as you can see, we have test database. So for connecting that test database, write \C for connecting and name of the database test. Now we are connected to test database. Let us see which are the tables present in our test database. So we have two tables here, employee table and student table, as you can see. So let us see the structure of student table. For that, write \D, then name of the table. So student table contains two columns. First one is roll number and name. Let us select some data. Okay, so here you can see it comes with the original column name, roll number and name. Now I want to display roll number as ID. I don't want to change the original column name, but I want that whenever I fire this query, the people who are going to see this result will get ID comes here. Okay, so we write select roll number as ID. We don't want to change the name, from name of the table Okay, again select the original column name. In this case it will be roll number as id, name because I want to display name also from the table name. Okay, as you can see the result will be the same except the column name. Roll number is replaced by this id. If I again write star here instead of specifying column, then you can see original name is not changed. Okay, so just close the terminal and open pgAdmin and database test. Very good. Okay, so this time we are going to use employee table. So let us see the columns and data. We have 4 rows and 2 columns basically, employee ID and email. Let us change all the columns name this time. Select, let's say select EmpID as EID, ename as employees from. Okay, as you can see our EmpID is replaced by EID and the ename is replaced by employees. So let us try to understand the syntax second time. Okay, first of all select, then the original column name, then as in the alias name that you want to give, EID, the original column ename, and its alias name is employees from the table. Okay, and remember one thing, it's very important that it doesn't affect the original column name. It is just only for display purpose. If I write select star from, then the original column name comes up. Okay, employee ID, name. So this is how you can give alias name to columns. In this video we will see how we can specify multiple values in select statement. So first of all open your terminal. Okay, write PSQL and now let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that write \l. Here you can see we have test database, so we are just going to use that. For connecting that test database write \c for connect and test. Now we are connected to test database, so let us see now which are the tables present in this database. For that write \d. We have employee table and student table. So let us see the structure of student table first. Okay, so we have roll number and name here, and student table as the primary key roll number. Okay, so let us see the data present in student table. Select star from student. So we have 5 rows here. So let us consider a scenario where I want the data of the student which has roll number of either 101, 103 or 105. So how you can write it? Okay, so let us try the method which we learned earlier. Okay, select start from student where roll number equal to, let us say, 101, or we specify our condition, or roll number is equal to 103, or roll number is equal to 105. Okay, so we get these three rows because this tree student has roll number either 101 or 103 or 105. But look at this condition, it's unnecessarily long because we specify roll number 3 times here. So how we can get rid of this? There's an elegant solution for that. Alright, select start from student where roll number, and we specify in keyword in, and we specify the multiple value 103, 101, 103, 105. Okay, so this looks more readable and it is much smaller than the previous one, and the output will be the same. It will gives us the data where student has roll number either 101 or 103 or 105. So let us close the terminal and open pgAdmin. In test database, open query tool. This time we will use employee table. So employee table has two columns, employee ID and employee name. So let us see the data. Select start from employee. We have 4 rows here. Employee ID is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to select the employees whose employee ID are either 1 or 4. Okay, so we can write like employee where employee ID is equal to 1 or PID is equal to 4, and you can see the output consists of 2 rows, Mia and Lily. Okay, we can write it in another method where empid we specify in keyword in, and then we specify the value. The output will be the same. We got 2 rows, Mia and Lily. So this is how we can use in keyword to specify multiple values in select query, and you can specify as many as values as you want. Okay, let us try one more example so that you can get clear idea about it. So let us try this with another table, a new table. Okay, so create table. Name of the table will be, let's say, mobile. First of all, ID of the mobile, which will be int. Company, varchar of, let's say, 10. Okay, and primary key will be ID. Okay, so our table is created. Let us see. Right click and refresh. As you can see, we have mobile, columns, ID and company. Okay, let us insert some values. Insert into mobile values. Let's say ID 101, company is Apple. ID 102, company will be Samsung. ID is 103, Xiaomi. Okay, one zero four, and okay, so we have inserted 4 rows. Let us see the data. Select star from mobile. Okay, so here is our data. Now I want to select the mobile whose ID is 101, 103 and 104. I don't want this 102 Samsung. Okay, so I write select star from mobile, because mobile is the name of the table, where ID in, then we specify the multiple values 101, 103, 104. As you can see, we have the data which has the ID of 101 or 103 or 104. We can also specify the 102, then we get all the data. Okay, we can also specify the particular column name. I want only company, as you can see. So that's it. This is how you can specify multiple values in order to find the data. In this video, we will see how we can use like operator in select statement and how we can use wildcard with it to improvise the condition. Okay, so let us first understand the syntax and what are the wildcards. Okay, so we are going to use like operator, and basically we have total 2 wildcards. The first one is percentage and the second one is underscore. Percentage and underscore are 2 wildcards that provides by SQL. So what are they for? Okay, basically percentage sign is indicates the multiple character, 0 or multiple character, while the underscore represent only one character. You can understand it much better if I will show you an example. Okay, let us open terminal, write PSQL. Okay, so let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that, write \L. So here you can see we have test database. For connecting that test database, we are going to use \C for connecting and name of the database test. So we are connected to test database. Now let us see which are the tables present in our system. So we have employee table, mobile table and student table. Let us first see which are the data present in our student table. Select star from student. We have 5 rows, roll number and name as the column. Now what if I want the student whose name start with character B? Okay, so I will write like this: select star from student, where provide the column, and we are going to use like operator, like, and then we use wildcards. Okay, like the first character must be alphabet B. Okay, so I write B, and the rest of the character can be anything. So I want to specify the multiple character here, so I write percentage, okay, semicolon, and you can see there are total 2 students whose name starts with character B, Bridget and Bob. So we get 2 rows. Let us consider one more example. I want to select the student whose first character can be anything, but the last character must be A. Okay, so first character can be anything, and the last character will be A. Okay, so last character must be A, and the rest of the characters can be anything. So we got 2 rows, Julia and Ria. Let us try to use underscore operator. Now I want to find out the student whose name has only 3 characters. Okay, only 3 characters. So I write underscore that represent 1 character, second underscore, and third underscore that represent 3 characters. As you can see, we are getting Bob as the result because Bob is the only student whose name consists of 3 characters only. Okay, so this is how you can use wildcards with like operator. So let me just close this and open pgAdmin in test database query tool. Okay, so now we are considering the second table, which is employee table. Okay, so it has basically 4 rows. As you can see, we are getting only 1 row because only this employee is satisfying the condition. Okay, apart from the name or student name that has varchar type of data, we can also use like operator with integer data type. Okay, so for that we are going to use student table. Okay, so we have 5 rows. Now I want to select the student where roll number like let's say the first numbers can be anything, but last number must be 3. Okay, so percentage represent multiple numbers and the last digit is 3, so the last digit must be 3. Now I cannot use this syntax, it will give me an error, as you can see, because like operator is by default work with the text or varchar data type, so I have to explicitly typecast it with text, and you can see the last digit is 3 and the rest of is can be anything. I can also modify this. The first digit must be 1, the middle can be anything, and let me just write underscore. Okay, as you can see, so basically this is how you can use wildcard with the like operator to improvise your search result. In this video we will see how we can copy data from one table to another table. So to perform this type of task, we are going to use insert into select statement. So there are few things that you must need to know before you going into further. That is, when you are copying data from one table to another table, the corresponding column data types must be the same. That's obvious because you cannot copy an column data which has data type of integer into the table in which the data type has varchar or character. So corresponding data type of the column must be the same. So let us see the statement first. Okay, so we are going to use insert into, then the name of the table, target table, in which we want to insert the data, and select from the source table. Here you can provide some condition if you want. Okay, so again insert into target table in which you want to insert the data. Select star from source table from which you are going to copy the data, and provide the condition if you want any. Okay, so let us open terminal. Write PSQL. Now let us see which are the databases present in our system. For that we are going to use \l. Here as you can see we have test database. For connecting the test database we are going to use \c for connecting and then name of the database. Now we are connected to test database. Now let us see which are the tables present in our system. \t. So we have total 3 tables here: employee, mobile and student. So let us see the structure of employee table. \d and name of the table. So it has employee ID and employee name, integer data type and varchar. Okay. Now let us see the student structure. As you can see, corresponding data type are the same, integer and varchar. Okay. So we can copy data from one table to another table. Now select star from employee. So this is the data present in employee table, and this is the data present in student table. Now I want to copy all the data into the employee table. Okay, so I write insert into target table, which is employee in this case. Select star from, that's it. We are going to insert data into employee from the student table. Okay, insert 5. Now let us see the data in the employee table. As you can see, student data is copied in employee table. So this is how you can copy data from one table to another table. So let me just close this. Now open pgAdmin. In test database, open query tool. Okay. Now I want to insert the employee data into the student table. Okay. But first of all, student table is not empty. So let us say this student table select star from this data I have already copied into employee table. So again, if I try to copy the data into student table again, it will give me an error because of the primary key constraint. Okay. So let me just erase the data. If you have seen my earlier videos, I have explained what is truncate. Basically, truncate is used to delete all the data present in the table. Okay, so let us see if it's select star from student. As you can see, it has nothing. Okay, now I want to put data back into student table from the employee table. Okay, let me just show you the employee data again. Okay, it has 9 rows. Insert into, now this time target table will be student table because we want to insert data into student table, and we are going to select data from the employee table. Set into student, select star from. Again, let us understand this statement. Insert into, because we want to insert something into the table. Target table will be student because we want to copy data into the student, and we are going to put data into student by taking it from the employee table. So we write employee table in the source table. Okay, query return successful. Now let us see, select star from student. As you can see, data has been copied into student table. Now student table and the employee table has the same data. Now let me just show you how you can provide some condition. So let me just truncate this time employee table. Okay, now select star from student. I want to copy the data. I have copied these 4 rows from the employee table earlier. Okay, now I want to transfer it to the employee table again. Okay, so how I can write it? Okay, insert into employee will be able target table. We are going to select data from the student table. From where, now it has roll number. Okay, roll number, like we are going to use wildcard. You have not seen my past video, then you should see it because I have explained how to use wildcard. Okay, like underscore represent only one digit. Now roll number has the data type of integer, so I have to write text here for explicit typecast. Okay, insert 4 rows. Let us see the employee table. Select star from employee. As you can see, our data is back. So this is how you can use insert into select statement to copy the data from one table to another table, and also you can provide some conditions. Thanks for watching it.